Hey guys, can you explain the rules?
Okay.
What rules? So, what are the rules?
So the first rule is you have to wear a mask.
Everyone?
Nah, not everyone. It's just the waiters, which is actually kind of weird because, they're in the same area, so why do the waiters have to wear them, but not the guests?
But you said rules, plural.
Yeah, so the second one is that the tables have to be 1 meter apart. All the doctors say that the virus spreads or can be transmitted airborne only over 1 meter distance. So the tables have to be separated more than 1 meter.
So if there is 1 meter distance, I can come with all my friends?
Sadly, no. The rule is only 4 persons per table. The only exception is if you live in the same space, you can bring your child. Then 5 people are allowed, but not more.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, if you have any doubts, you can look at the sign.
Anything else?
Yeah, bars and restaurants close at 11, so we have to go.
Do you remember how it was before?
Yes, of course I do. It was crowded, the places were packed, people were piling over each other.
And now?
With all that space, the working conditions have improved.
Psst. And for us as well.
Und geht. Noise is one of the underrated features that plays a role in our working abilities and general comfort. It is underrated because it goes without saying. Everybody knows in order not to disturb a working person, there should be no extra sound. But talking about public space, there exists other rules.
Wait, why is that?
Just one word: responsibility. Responsibility is something that always has to occur in offices, libraries, different facilities, and inside of restaurants, etc., etc. When you are in the street, who does the street belong to? Everybody. In general, that's what that means.
And what?
That means that responsibility at that particular moment belongs to nobody.
So what?
That means that you won't be punished because making noise is not something about a law. It's about general comfort and general respect to others. And? Likely to say, not everybody is respectful to others all the time. And no, because he or she is so bad. Maybe they're drunk, disappointed, or just depressed. But anyway, noise is a problem for people like waitresses who need to serve outside. And if, for example, a noise occurs in the area of one of the tables they serve, that is okay. You may just ask not to be that loud. But what happens when a noise source is out of your responsibility area?
Yeah, what happens?
Surprise! Nothing. Until the police come, if somebody calls it. Firstly, people like spectacular occasions. And for clients, it is really spectacular. But for the waiter, cars running down and up, down and up. Cars are not an attribute of comfort, neither for workers as well as their clients.
Cars away! Cars away!
So basically, you may stay here forever telling you about different sources of noise. But we guess that there is no need for that. At least you should remember, noise is a bad thing for essential workers of public life. The street, separating one sidewalk from the other, measures 8 meters.
Doesn't look like 8 meters to me.
Yeah, 'cause it's not, man. is 3.5 in the winter. And during the warm summer days, when the shiny garden replaced the wall of metal and plastic lining the streets like the king's guard protecting the so-called right of the well-off to occupy the public space. You didn't get the metaphor? It's cars. A lot of cars. They create a maze, forcing body and mind to bend and squeeze like lemons a waiter uses to prepare his drinks. This maze breaks apart at the same time the first beams of the spring sun break through the thicket of the grey carpet of winter clouds. The metal melts down and wooden structures grow out of thin air, taking their spot in the limelight.
But the crossing remains the same, right?
Yep, 3.5 meters.
3.5 meters don't seem that bad. Looks quite calm and empty.
But this is just an illusion the morning creates while everyone is still preparing at home for the day. In the blink of an eye, this illusion can fade, like the grip on a dream, escaping the memory bank of our brain. It's like someone flipped a switch, and the street is suddenly filled with the sound of wheels grinding over asphalt, the sound of brakes clamping down on metal, and the hisses created by the skateboard cruisers and the cycle movers when they rush past. So don't blink.
Why not?
Because if you do, the world around you might have changed, and therefore could change your own life.
So what's in the way of the one sidewalk and the protection the other sidewalk provides?
It's joggers or people in a hurry, scooters, skateboarders, cyclists, motor scooters, motorcycles, cars, and trucks. And if you have to cross the street once or twice, this could be maybe seen as a fun game. Navigating through a space, the goal is not to get touched. If you do, you're out. But if you manage, you win.
But this is real life though, right?
Yes. So if one gets touched, he or she's out. Probably out for good. And this is not a game, it's a job. And it requires some to dare the crossing several times per day. This is not what they get paid for. They should not have to look constantly over their shoulders while working. Risking their well-being is not part of their job description, but part of their reality. And now, as always in Vienna,